Good morning, students. Now we shall start with your subject chemistry, unit A, and the name of the chapter is elements, compounds and mixtures. Now let us understand first what are elements, right? So elements, some of the properties of elements are they consist of only one kind of atoms. Like elements, they are constituted by only one types of atoms. Second, they cannot be broken down into simpler forms by physical or chemical methods or means, right? The third is it can exist as atom or molecule. So they are similar types of atoms. They cannot be further divided by physical or chemical methods or means, and they exist as atoms or molecules. Now, some of the examples of elements: Na, that is sodium; Cl, that is chloride; K, that's potassium; Zn, that's zinc. So, they are called, individually they are called elements, right? So, I hope you understand the concept of elements. Then we will understand what are compounds. Now we shall understand what are compounds. I have told you about elements. Now second are compounds. Now some of the properties. Number one, consists of atoms of two or more different elements bound together. Right? Second, it can be broken down into simpler forms by chemical methods. Because the molecules, the atoms are joined together, so they can be broken up into simpler forms, right? The third property is the atoms have different properties. Because it's a compound, so it is a combination of different elements. So each element will exhibit its own properties. So different properties will be exhibited in a compound. Like one example we are going to consider Na. What is Na? It is sodium plus Cl, that's chloride. So both, they are two elements. Now when they are combining, they form a compound, and that compound is called sodium chloride, NaCl. A compound is formed, that is called common salt, okay, sodium chloride. So this compound is formed. So you understand what a compound is? Two elements, two or more elements, when unite together or join together, they form a compound. And it can be broken into simpler forms, right? And it is a combination of different elements which will exhibit its own properties. So there are different properties which are shown in a compound, okay? So sodium plus chloride will form sodium chloride, that's sodium, that is also called common salt. So this is one of the examples of compounds. Next we shall come over to mixtures. Now we shall understand what are mixtures. Now mixtures, they consist of two or more different elements or compounds which are physically mixed in varied proportions. That is, in varied means in different proportions. It's not uniform. Then B, they can be broken into simpler elements by chemical methods. They are molecules of different components, compounds, and they can be broken up into different or simpler elements, right, by chemical methods. Then third is they exhibit different properties from basic elements. The elements which are combined together, they exhibit some properties, and the new mixture that's formed, that shows different properties. So they exhibit different properties from the basic elements, right? So mixture, what can we say about mixture? That it consists of different elements or compounds which are physically mixed together, and the amounts is not definite, right? Second is they can be broken again into simpler particles or atoms or molecules. Third, they exhibit different properties from the basic components or elements. Now one example we will consider. Now this is a compound sodium chloride. It's a compound, previously I told you. It is mixing with water, H2O, to form sodium chloride plus water mixture, right? So this is one of the examples we have taken of mixtures, to understand the concept of mixtures. So I hope you have understood what are elements, compounds and mixtures. Now we shall understand what are different groups of mixtures. Now we will understand the two different groups of mixtures. One is homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. Now what is homogeneous mixture? Now in homogeneous mixture, the components are uniformly mixed, that is equally, and there is uniform mixing of the components. Second property is same composition and properties are shown. Same properties are shown in homogeneous mixture. Now some examples you will understand better. Water, tea, coffee, milk, then sugar plus water or salt plus water. So it shows a homogeneous mixture. Why homogeneous? Because the components are uniformly mixed. The same composition and properties are shown in the mixture, throughout the mixture. And examples in our day-to-day life are water, which we are using every day, tea, coffee, milk, right? Sugar plus water or salt plus water. So they are examples of homogeneous mixtures. Now second group of mixtures is heterogeneous mixtures. Now heterogeneous word indicates non-uniformity. So the first quality of heterogeneous mixtures are they are not uniformly mixed. These mixtures are not uniformly mixed. They are unproportionate mixing of the components, right? Second property is the properties and the composition of heterogeneous mixture varies throughout. Varies means it is different. The properties and the composition is different in heterogeneous mixture. Now for example, we see mixture of different toffees or candies, then oil in water, then sand in water. Does it mix oil in water? No, it will not mix. When oil is mixed in water, there are separate layers of oil and water, right? Sand in water, when we add sand plus water, sand, what happens? It doesn't dissolve, it settles down. You can see the sand particles. So it's a heterogeneous mixture. Whereas when sugar is mixed with water or salt is mixed with water, it dissolves. So it is example of homogeneous mixture. So I hope you understand the difference between homogeneous and heterogeneous mixtures, right? Further, we are going to study about the types of homogeneous mixtures.